Alright guys, this is G85. So we're going into a little time warp bubble. We're going back to the 30s and 40s. I got a tool haul from Harry J. Epstein. I'll link their website in the box down there for you guys. If you guys aren't unfamiliar with them, they are proprietors of mostly vintage American tools, like this old Bonnie ratchet that is from the 30s, but this is not from them. I found this on eBay. And just if anyone's interested, there is a 100th anniversary snap-on design of this floating around out there. And then I'm gonna go through, stuff I gotta fix. But I did get this also, this little baby 1/4 by 5/16 right wrench for $6. So nice little pickup on that. So everything's not everything is from the World War II era, which they got me by the balls when they started doing this stuff, when they found this stuff. So I'm gonna flip this around and we're gonna figure out what I got and show some really nice, cool stuff. So first and foremost is this. This is a Bonnie 1 1/16 by 1 1/8, and it has the Bonnie logo on there. If it would focus, it says Bonnie on one side, and this is the side I was looking for. The Bon alloy. So this is Bonnie's stuff from the back in the day. It's more of a beam. And this is some sort of creosote of some sort my friend was telling me about. So we are trying, I'm going to figure out how to clean this up, and I already have. So this wrench I'm going to clean and actually turn this into a daily user, because I use this quite regularly on a daily use, and it feels pretty comfortable in the hand already, and it's got some good length. So this is going to go back into production use for this particular tool. Not worried about that or this tool breaking by any means, but this is a good little Bonnie tool I picked up. Now I noticed one thing for sure on all this stuff they have, a lot of common sizes and common things. Since it's all World War II stuff, you got to think this is all coming from people working in the service. Very common size that I noticed was this wrench, and many different brands, which would be Bonnie. I think there's a Wright one, there's a Velchek one in there. I think there's even a Williams one in there as well. Picked this up. I'm not sure this is dated as a World War II or not, but it wasn't. But I bought it just because it's a really unique wrench, because it's a square. Like my house has a lot of square lag bolts, the old school stuff. So this is kind of this design on these, and I got this as well. This is made by a company named Fairmount, and this thing is substantially heavy. It's maybe a good 1.5 pounds on that particular wrench. This is a Velchek wrench, and the only other Velchek wrench I have is this one right here. Now this one is dated from possibly 53 to 1960 or 62, I believe. And I really like this wrench enough to where I'm going to start sourcing this. So the 18 is for 9/16, a 12 would be I think a 16. So I'm going to start sourcing a set of these cool little Velchek wrenches at some point in time. So I picked this up. Again, it's a large wrench size, and it is 1 5/16 and a 1 1/16 on this. So I want to see what's underneath all this wonderful Cosmolite or whatever it is they covered it in. So we're gonna get rid of that one. Now this is cool. It's made by Mossberg. This is a spark plug socket. I believe this was probably for the Jeeps in the service. This is just a cool little unique piece. I've seen stuff like this very similar before. If you see old spark plug sockets, they had little holes in them. I have a couple like that from Snap-on actually somewhere. I believe this one is, this is another Fairmount. So the issue I had with this, I believe this is a 5/8 and a 3/4. So I ordered a Bonnie version of this, and they sent me 2 of these instead. Unfortunately, not a big deal, but really nice wrench still. I mean, everything's different on them. Everything is different on these wrenches from the 40s. This is another Fairmount. You got 1 inch here and 15/16. I'm going to also clean this one up and turn this back into a daily user, because I do use this size quite often for just getting in there, because a box end will fit, but and a ratchet wrench does not fit, so you have to use an open end, and you got to use the box end. So we're going to keep this one, and we're going to put that back in service too. So another good thing we got, guys, is this Bear pliers, CT Company, Jamestown. So I literally just typed this in, pops up exactly with that, And what it really is these Crescent brand 626 USA. I've had this pair of pliers for I don't know how long. This is probably my favorite pair of pliers I own, and it's going to get the green sleeves from JD Tico at some point, but I'll probably put green sleeves on this one as well. So this is World War II era. I don't know when this one's from, but not much differences other than the slightly more aggressive opening on this end on the teeth, and you get a little bit more on this though. A little bit different, unless I just bought a different model. There's two different models of this that they had. And then we got, what is this guy here? This is made by Plum, and this is going to be also put into service because I actually have a need to have a T-handle. I've never owned one, but this is going to go back and do service for me. So I'm going to be using a 1940s T-handle for my tap and die work, guys. So this is fun right here. I'm going to use that on a regular basis, I know that. And then this is not from World War II, but it's from the 50s. Now this is an American-made Right Tools stud extractor with a 1/2-inch hole and a 3/4 hole, and just put a little 1/2-inch breaker bar on there, a little bit of lube, loosen her up, and she's going to be in service for me too. We're taking about God knows what. Now let's see what is in this bucket right here, guys. So first thing we got to do is lift this up. So all that really is WD-40, guys. That's all that is on there. So we're going to see what's in here. So this is another Fairmount, and it has cleaned up pretty well, just soaking in WD-40 for a good couple of days. A little bit of Scotch-Brite Love on there. And this is a Bonnie version. Now, I did not need this or want it. I just wanted to see what a Bonnie combo wrench would look like. And very stout heads on these guys, but cool though. And then the last one. So a lot of this was supposed to be new old stock. Now this was the little sleeper guy here. This is a Craftsman. Now I have another wrench from Craftsman from this era. It is at the shop. This is a 3/4 and a 5/8 wrench. Now these were all supposed to be new old stocks, except when I got this cleaned up, this one has some markings. It has a TKK X2F on it, so that's either someone's personal mark or someone in the service for a service box where this belongs. So this tool was probably used by someone at some point in time during that era. So kind of cool. And it is the same Craftsman logo that mine has, which is that with the long C, and it got the CI and the USA on there. Now there are some of these that have CI and another little N nick somewhere on them, and that specifies wartime production, I believe, if I am making that correct statement. So there's all that fun stuff there, guys. So this is stuff that I need to fix. So all of this stuff, this is some old 1920s stuff, you know, combo wrench from Mossberg. Some of these old nice cool things here where, you know, our sockets used to go on Allen keys instead of socket wrenches, guys. And, you know, has a little retainer on there and here. But all this stuff I actually had stored, and I bought this stuff last year and it was in good condition. Unfortunately, it has been damaged and rusted by a minor flooding incident we had at my house, and we're gonna fix this stuff. I'm gonna buy some of that that Evapo-Rust stuff right here, guys. I'm gonna see if that stuff will bring these guys back to their former glory. So we got 1930 stuff right here and some 1920 stuff right there. Like, here's an all-in-one Ford Model A tool. I'm not sure what this really does. It's just pretty damn cool. But we're gonna clean all this stuff up, guys. I'm gonna clean these guys up slowly, you know, see if I can get them even cleaner than that. And that's all I got, guys. But that's all I got, guys. Little trip down old school tool road from the 40s and stuff, guys. Check out Harry J. Epstein if you're interested in this stuff. They got quite a bit of it. Some of it is going fast, some of it is not. But these big long wrenches piqued my interest for sure. If you work industrial and you want a long wrench, look into some of these old school guys. But that's all I got for you guys. Enjoy.